And it's been a while since we've talked about PACE, I think, has it? The thing with PACE, Program of All-Inclusive Care for the Elderly, it's my absolute favorite go-to program because it does so much for individuals, does so much for you, and it meets the needs of the family so well. And right now, so far, we're still under these COVID, I keep calling them COVID rules, but there are special rules that apply for this one program. This is the only program it applies to. And it makes it much easier, much more direct to get you qualified for the program. So even if you've been told that you're not financially qualified, even if you're thinking, oh well, if we do anything like this, our life savings are out the window. We can't have a cottage. I know it's a single wide on a 40-foot lot. Yeah, you can't have it either, right? You gotta get rid of the snowmobile, all the rest of the stuff. The good news is that with PACE, those rules, those COVID rules, mean that you can keep those things in trust. There's a way to do it. It's not just any trust. There's a way to do it, is my point. Now, what is so great about PACE? Well, I don't know anybody who is looking forward to long-term care, to live in a long-term care facility. I don't know anybody who's like, oh boy, just can't wait to get into that assisted living. Oh man, skilled nursing, that's the place for me. I don't know anybody like that. Do you know anybody like that? No, neither one of us do. And the beauty thing with PACE is it keeps you at home. It's an at-home care program. Now, here's why that's important. It's less expensive to the government. I know they're shoveling money out the door so quickly you think, what do they care? Well, some of them do. I mean, sooner or later, the worm's going to turn and, it's going to matter again. So that's one thing. Do what you can. Keep the cost low. But more importantly, I think it's really for spouses who are caring for one another or family members who are caring for a loved one at home, because it's very difficult to do that, right? Especially with spouses. If your wife is caring for you, if your husband's caring for you, you probably don't recognize the burden that it's putting on that person, on the caregiver. You didn't want that, but it doesn't matter. It's happening anyway. And this is why half of the time, 40 to 50% of the time, the caregiver spouse dies first. All right, you think, well, I'm the one with the problem and they're caring for me. No, they're going to die first because they kill themselves taking care of you. And that's how it works. But with PACE, now they've got help. They got help 5 days a week. They can come in, do personal hygiene, go to the senior center. All the meds are covered. All those. You still hear stories of people who don't take their medication because they can't afford it. It's all included with PACE, and it doesn't cost anything other than the fact that you paid into the system for 40, 50 years. All right? It's a great program. I want to get some call. Give me a call about PACE. If you're caring for a loved one, you should call me after the news here, 774-2424. You'd be amazed at what goes on with it. And the usual complaint is, before people get involved, oh, that's too good to be true. Oh, it couldn't be that good. Blah, blah, blah. That's what people say until they're in it. And then the answer is, I never knew it could be so good. You're listening to the David Carrier Show. I'm David Carrier, your family's personal attorney.